Welcome back to the Catnip Podcast. My name is Grace and today is Monday, March 4th. This is a podcast about knitting, books, baking, and cats, but most importantly knitting, because that is what I love to do all day, every day. I have various social medias that you can follow me on. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Ravelry. I am most active on Instagram, so please go follow me over on there if you'd like to get up or keep up to date with things that I do during the week. And also, we have a new little family member, a feline family member, and I've been posting more about him. He's sitting in the little windowsill over here, watching things. And yes, so if you want to see pictures of Rusty, that is where you can see those things. Hi, sweet boy! I have various social medias. I also have show notes, so links to things that I will be talking about will be in my show notes. That is on my blog, or if you're on YouTube, the link to my blog is down below. I am also a knitting pattern tech editor, so if you know of someone who is in need of an editor for upcoming knitting patterns, I would love to work with you. I have more information on my Graceful Edits page, which is on my website, or if you just want to send me a message, we can start a conversation, and I would love to work with you. Come on, sweet boy. Hello. Hi. Oh my goodness, look who it is. He's much more snuggly and is much more settled in our home. Little Rusty Dusty. We love him very dearly. He smells like a little kitten and I love it so much. I wish you could hear him purring. Maybe you can, I don't know. He does have a very loud purr. Oh, Rusty. I don't want to put you down. But I have things to do, sweet boy. Okay. He likes to play with the tripod that this camera is on. I took some funny pictures and I will do my best to insert them. But he is such a little rascal. Let's get into the episode. We've got a decent amount of things to talk about. Quite a few finished objects actually, which is very exciting. So if you'd like to grab something tasty to drink, something to snack upon, something to craft upon, an animal to snuggle, please don't knock this over. Thank you. An animal to snuggle, laundry to fold, whatever it may be. I hope it is either bringing you joy or rest, or I can help you get through a task that is not as pleasant, which is laundry for me. It may be for you too, or maybe it's the dishes, I don't know. Anyway. Hi, I know! He's also very vocal, and we love that. Yes, sweet boy. Anyway, I actually have a Gatorade today. Very random. It was in the fridge. I thought it sounded good, so I'm drinking Gatorade today. The blue is my favorite flavor. Fun fact. Glacier Freeze, because I'm sure you were intrigued. Anyway, you can do all those things and other those things, whatever brings you joy, and you can come back and join me for some crafty chat. So, everyone, I was going to say something about Rusty, and now I can't actually remember what it was. What are you doing? Please don't eat that. It's not a bug, it may be a piece of fuzz. He's a little chicken. Having Rusty in our home has brought me so many laughs, so many more laughs than I normally have on a daily basis, and just filling our hearts with so much joy, and it is truly wonderful. Obviously not a replacement, but it's very happy to have another cat in the home now. So he's not allowed to go in the laundry room, and he's very intrigued by the laundry room, of course. And he's trying to get in there right now, which is what I'm looking at, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to be distracted as I was last time, but we will see how long that lasts, because he's just such a little chicken, aren't you? Aren't you? So everyone, I have several finished objects to show you. I'm very excited. Two of them are test knits. One of them is technically a half finished object. And then I have another pair, or a finished object that I currently do not have. So that's fine. You have seen the one that I do not have. Please don't try and get back there. I need to stop watching. I'm gonna get distracted. So first off, I have a finished sweater, which is very exciting. Ta-da! This is the Go Lightly sweater by Natalie of True Grit Knits. And it's done. And there is one little end right here that I forgot to clip. It is woven in, just so you know, and all the other ends are woven in on the inside, and they're clipped, and it's all good to go. I just forgot to clip this one. But it is so snuggly. I do love it quite a lot. It is not out yet when this episode is coming out. Rusty, what are you doing? I have no idea what he's doing. A good save, dear sir. Good save. This was a DK weight sweater. It has 3 colors. You've got your main color, your color one, which are these little triangles, diamond shapes here, and then you've got your slipped pearl stitches, I should say, down here, in another color. I'm super happy with my colors and how they turned out. It's very low contrast. I realize that it's kind of hard to see, but I love it. It is exactly what I was looking for and had pictured in my mind. My yarns that I used, the main color is Harrisville Designs Daylights in whatever colorway has the pink milled with it. I don't remember what that is called. And then my coral color here is Ching Fiber Cashmere DK. And then this mauvey purple color is Suburban Stitcher Fingering Weight, which is I held double, and it is in the Rosewood colorway. Super fun. Both, you'd think that like with color work and things like that, that you may not have things memorized, but it's super easy to memorize. It does have, instead of doing short rows, you actually do all your increases and shaping for the back neck before starting everything and before joining in the round. So it was actually a different type of construction that I'm used to. You can see the increases on the back neck there. And yeah, it sits very well, it fits very well. I'm intrigued by this construction, and obviously it was successful. So I'm very excited to have tried something new. And yeah, it is, again, by Natalie of True Grit Knits. She got some other cute patterns that I am definitely adding to my queue. I talked about last time if I was going to do long sleeves versus short sleeves. I was wrong in that the sample had short sleeves. It was not. And they weren't long sleeves either. They were 3/4 sleeves. So that's what I did. Best of both worlds. Followed the pattern as it was. And it's perfect. So yeah, this pattern is not out yet, but I would highly recommend you following Natalie and keeping your eyes peeled for this release. It is super cute, very well written, and just following her in general because she's got a lot of really cute patterns out there. So this is finished object number 1 and test knit number 1. Test knit number 2 was a little bit of a secret, and I was a little behind on things, so I forgot to share it with you all last time. Hi! Are you chatting? You want to come up here? Hello? Hello, sweet boy? I know. I know. He's like, is not super interested in yarn unless it's moving. So we're grateful for that. I know. I know. Someone's a little roly-poly. You want to play with my foot? So I had the delight to work again with Manda of Little Bitty Delights. She makes progress keepers, and if you've watched the podcast for any amount of time, I love her progress keepers. They are some of my absolute favorites, and I have so many of them. And she's just such a wonderful person. And I've knit some of her socks before, and she just had a new pattern come out. It's called Snowflake Kisses, and I had the honor of editing it and testing it, and I have sock number 1. I do not have the second sock, but I do have sock number 1 all completed and ready to go. So it is actually a DK weight sock. I had a bunch of, the goal with this pattern, or what she had in mind, was to have either mini skein sets or like scrap busting, stash busting. I was like, that's the wrong word, but still makes sense. And so it's fingering weight held double, or you could use a strand of DK weight depending on what you have in your stash. But it's fun because you can marl the colors. So I have this main color going throughout the whole thing, and I've just switched one of the strands, which creates these stripes. And Rusty's like, what is that? What are you holding? I would like that. And then I use just a bit of charcoal gray. Excuse me, dear sir. Excuse me. This sock is not for you. Not for you, dear sir. He's so silly. It's got this very fun slip stitch pattern that's very easy to memorize. It's offset and very straightforward. It's one of those types of patterns that you are just like, you get enthralled or caught up in the pattern and you're like, I'm just going to do one more round or one more repeat of this pattern because it's so easy and it's so quick, and before you know it, the sock's done, which is great. So this is Snowflake Wishes by Amanda of Little Bitty Delights. The copy, or the pattern, is out now, so please go get your copy. It is great for stash busting. It is super snuggly and cozy. Like I said, it's DK weight. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love it. And they knit up super fast. I used my size 3 9-inch circulars. Great. Love it. She's got great patterns. And yeah, so love it. Snowflake Wishes. Yes. I just need to make the second one now. Speaking of second socks, I finished Sam's A&M socks, which is very exciting, and he currently has them. He's on a business trip right now, and so he has taken them with him, which is very sweet of him. I was trying to get them done before he left, and I was like, I don't know if you actually want to take these with you, because I know it's going to be warm where you're going, and he was like, I'd like to wear them in the hotel room. So it was very kind of him. I finished them up easy peasy, and I have a free set of ones now, so I am excited about the potential socks that I can cast on. We have a lot of sock discussion to talk about today in regards to new yarn and sock books and all that kind of stuff. So, but we'll get there eventually. So those are my finished objects. Those are pretty big finished objects, so there's not a ton of other things to talk about. But we're not going to sell myself short and all the work that I've put in, because just because it doesn't create a massive pile of things to talk about doesn't mean that I didn't do anything. We have 4 works in progress to talk about, looks like. So yeah, and I feel like I did really well. Oh, our neighbors are having some work done. With getting things done. So I'm very proud of myself for getting those things done and powering through it. First of all, let's pull out a languishing lip, shall we? We're gonna kind of do these two together. So we all have wonderful crafting friends, right? I have many wonderful crafting friends that I love very dearly. And I have a friend who we kind of like have these informal knit-alongs together, and sometimes we do the same thing, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're just like, I'm casting this on, I know you have one too, you should work on it. Like, let's just cast something on together and we can kind of like have a fun random knit along. So right now what we're doing is we have a languishing whip that we're both working on, and then we cast on something new together. And I'll show you the new cast on in just a second. But my languishing whip is my Rain or Shine shawl, which I don't know why I haven't finished this. I love this thing so much. Every time I work on it, I'm like, why is this not done yet? I love this. I'd love to wear it in the very hot and humid weather that is starting. Fun times, because it's very relevant for our weather. I love it. It is so much fun, and I can't wait to be able to wear it. This is a shawl by Stephen West. It is 2 strands of mohair, so you're marling your colors all the way through for each stripe, which is very fun. Yes, my colors, the order of the colors has changed as I've worked on it by accident, but I honestly like how it is now better than how I started it, and of course I'm not ripping it out, so it's all the same. You probably wouldn't even be able to notice unless I pointed it out, so we're not worrying about it. I'm using Knitting for Olive mohair. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, and I am loving it. Super fun. I love my color palette. Like, it was my favorite color palette when I put it together. I feel like it's even more so now. I don't know how that's possible, but I love it even more, which works out well. But yeah, it's when you're in the groove, the only downside is that it does get mohair everywhere. When you're in the groove, you don't need the pattern. It is so easy, and honestly, I'm going to be completely transparent here. I've picked this up so many times and put it down so many times since casting it on that when I picked it up again, I was like, okay, I don't think I need to really look at the pattern. I know enough what's going on that I can kind of make something up. And it happened to work out, so it was all fine. But I was definitely risking ripping out some mohair. I was with some friends and we were just chatting and hanging out, and they were meeting Rusty, and I didn't plan ahead, and I didn't like study the pattern and figure out where I was or what I was doing. So that's on me, but it all worked out fine, and now we're smooth sailing. This is where I was a couple days ago, so made good progress, honestly, because the rows are like, they're not long, but they're definitely not short. So the pattern does call for 100 grams, 50 grams, 100 grams. Yeah, no, 50 grams. 50 grams of each color. I am not doing that. I'm actually, for knitting for olive terms, I'm using 1 ball of each color, which each ball is 25 grams. So instead of having 2 of each color, I just have 1. I'm making a smaller version that I feel like is going to fit and suit my needs better. I've seen big versions, they're beautiful. I've seen small versions, they're beautiful. I'm excited either way. We're just having a grand old time. So anyway, this is my work in progress that has been languishing. I would like to get it done soon. I honestly feel like, so my goal, because I only have like 1 skein of each color, the goal is to finish each ball of yarn, which, I mean, is like, it's going very well. Clearly I'm past like the first layer of yarn, and I'm definitely like, these little skeins of yarn are definitely much smaller than they were, but it just feels like it's going for a long time because I don't have like a number that I'm trying to hit. I'm just kind of like doing it until I'm done. Which, I mean, I feel like maybe I should set a goal, a number goal of like what I'm trying to hit, but I really just want to use up all the yarn. That's the goal. But like I said, it just kind of makes it feel like it's ongoing and it's never ending. I'm not like, oh, I have to do this 5 more times, if that makes sense. So that's my languishing whip, my new cast on. Everybody. Oh, this is too far away for me to get. Okay, there we go. My new cast on is a very spontaneous, like, oh, I think I actually do have yarn in my stash for this. Let's do this. Because my friend has wanted to do this for a very long time. And I was like, you know what? I think I do too. So, so we are doing, this is not going to look like very much of anything. Ta-da! Woo! So much fun and excitement. We are doing I almost said ghost horses. That's a different sweater. Ghosts in the Orchard? I almost wanted to say Ghosts in the Apple Valley, and that's not it. I'm pretty sure it's Ghosts in the Orchard by Thea Coleman. It is a cabled vest. It is a V-neck vest, and it is knit with like a bulky Aran weight. I've got my first little bits of cables going on. We've got some seed stitch, as you can see here. And goodness gracious, it's been a while since my brain has done cables or these setup rounds. We've got some crazy, I just finished a row that was like really a lot of cables, and I did half the row and I was like, I need to take a break. My brain is just like, what is going on? Worth it though. It's gonna be stunning, it's gonna be gorgeous, but it is a lot of knitting. If you've knit any of Thea Coleman's, please don't play with that. I understand that it's moving, but it's not yours. I know. Sweet boy. I know. He loves to flop. Like, if we're nearby and he just wants attention, you'll like have your back to him and you'll hear this, and you'll turn around and he'll just have like flopped over and is like demanding pets and attention. Please don't eat that. I would really prefer you to not eat that. Please not. Rusty, don't do that. Please. Oh, now it's got a bunch of cat spit on it. Can I have that from your little teetsies? Oh my goodness. I know. Ow. No, let's not do that. This is not yours. This is mine. Anyway. Life with a kitten. We love it. We love to see it. I have it's like an organizational like canvas box that you would put on shelves. And I have it tipped on its side, and it's been over here since we got him because we weren't sure if he like would like to get into things, and he didn't at the beginning and he does now, but whenever I'm over here he just comes and hangs out in this little box, so I haven't moved it yet, and he's going to sleep there now. He's like watching and getting sleepy. But anyway, Ghosts in the Orchard by Thea Coleman. This is not a beginner friendly pattern. It's definitely for not the faint of heart, purely for oh, I'm getting an Amazon package and I hope he can't see me through the oh good, I thought he was gonna ring the doorbell. What is going on over there? Not for the faint of heart, I should say. Beautiful patterns, just a lot to think about and to take care of and to follow. But it is going to be so pretty. I'm so excited. My Oban cardigan, if you've watched the podcast for a while, I knit my Oban cardigan for forever. It was another languishing whip. I love it. It is stunning and fits so well. The cables were just, it was a lot. But I mean, if you keep track of it, once you get past the setup part, it's really not that bad. But the setup part is very tricky. Just to, like, you need zen, peace and quiet. I've got to say what the row is as I do it. Otherwise, I will mess up for sure. It's one of those types of patterns, which is good. We're stretching our brain muscles. It's all good. I haven't cabled in a long time, and it feels like, and I'm very excited. I really enjoy cabling. And yeah, so this is actually stash yarn, which is really great, isn't it, Mr. Rusty Dusty? I know, sweet boy. This is stash yarn. This is actually both stash yarn and yarn that I will be repurposing from a sweater that I always forget that I have. I honestly don't even remember what it was called. It was one of my first few test knits, wasn't it? It's like a big ribbed sweater that I never wear. Hello! Are you coming to come up here? Come on. You want to jump up here? Or are you just really wanting some yarn? You want some attention? Oh my goodness! Whoa! Hello, sweet boy. So, I had yarn from the sweater originally left over, and if I need any more from this skein of yarn, oh, please don't bite me. Let's be gentle and kind. We're just playing, He's purring so much. Thanks for the kissies. But I'm using Cascade Eco Wool, which I love. It's one of my favorite yarns. Oh my goodness. You are so precious. Oh my goodness. Rusty, you are so distracting too. I have things I need to do. He's just so happy. Hi, sweet baby. I love you. You having a good old time? You having a good time? No. Don't bite me. We're just playing. Be gentle. So another thing, if you knit this vest, and also I feel like this I know I had problems with my O-band cardigan. Maybe I didn't have problems with my O-band cardigan. What are you doing? You little chicken. You got some stinky breath. You know? You got some stinky breath. So normally for a vest, that's something you wear things underneath, I would have gone for, I was planning to knit the 44, which would have given me like 4.5, 5 inches of positive ease. Cast on for that, it was gonna be, you want down? You want down? You want to sit on my lap? It was gonna be huge, like huge for what I was looking for, just way too big for the size that I was looking for. And my friend had the same problem, and I'm really glad that we checked. And so we both are ending up making the smallest size, which is technically for a 36-inch bust, and like it's gonna fit perfectly, I think, how like we want it to fit. So be careful of your sizing. Just keep an eye on it if you are thinking about casting it on. Just something to think about. So that is Ghost in the Orchard, not Ghost in the Apple Valley, like I thought, by Thea Coleman. I'm using Cascade Eco Wool, cabled vest, V-neck, all that fun jazz. And we had an interruption from the cat, so I am losing my train of thought. And he's now sitting and cleaning himself, so we love that. Love that. And please don't play with any of this. Oh my goodness. Cables are very satisfying though, you know, like it's I think it's not that lace is not satisfying. And I feel like color work is satisfying too, but there's something about like the act of moving stitches, which is literally what cabling is. And are you flopping on my foot? Are you flopping on my foot? The act of moving stitches, and you can see, maybe because the cables are so pronounced compared to the rest of the knitting and opposed to like color work, though that is satisfying, it's still like, it's not a different texture, if you know what I'm talking about. With lace, obviously that's a different texture, but it's one of those things that you have to block it to see exactly what it's going to look like. So though all things are satisfying when you knit them, me personally, I feel like cables are just like the utmost of satisfaction. Thanks for flopping and petting my foot. That's so kind. They're very satisfying because you're like creating a new texture, and it's very like, especially since they're on bigger needles, it's bigger yarn, it goes quickly. It's just a good old time. So I'm really enjoying that, and I'm very excited to be able to wear it when it gets cold again in October, if we're lucky. That's honestly, oh, thank you for kissing my foot. Oh, that tickles. That's literally what the weathermen were talking about. Like, we've had our last cold snap until October, November, which makes me so happy. I love that so much for us. I really don't like that. It makes me very sad. But we have to laugh about it, otherwise we will cry. So that is the weather discussion for this episode. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Next up, I'm gonna sneak this bag before someone starts attacking it again. Next up is my birthday love note, which is very fun. This was my birthday cast on. This is the Love Note sweater by Tin Can Knits. I think I am literally mid-sleeved vide. Yep. Ta-da! I am so happy with how this is turning out. Everybody, like, this could not turn out better than I was expecting. This is just so beautiful. I love this so much. Such a fun knit. If you have not knit a Love Note, I would highly recommend. Also, pretty good beginning sweater, honestly. It's very straightforward. The lace is super easy. There's written and charted instructions, which is also great. So many sizes, ranging from little kids all the way up. Many sizes, which is awesome. It's a good use of yarn. It doesn't require a ton of yarn, which is also nice. So yeah, doesn't look like much. I do have divided. I do not have the other sleeve that has not been divided yet. Another exciting thing about this project, I tried something new, and I'm not going to say the word hate because I feel like that's very strong. I really dislike, intensely dislike provisional cast-ons, purely because I can never do them right. It feels like it's always a pain to pull them out and like actually do them correctly. I try, like, I feel like I'm doing the right thing, and then somehow it never works out when I'm actually trying to undo it. So I had seen several reels floating around on Instagram, and I had saved several of these reels floating around on Instagram of how to do a provisional cast on using a Scooby or a barber cord. And wouldn't you know it, it was a breeze. And I'm so excited because when it comes time to do the neckline, all I have to do is untie my knot, pop the needle on the end, and slide it on. And I don't have to undo any slip knots. I don't have to like pull out these stitches and get all frustrated that it's not working, even though I try from both ends and it still doesn't work. And there's mohair involved, so it's all snaggly, and I don't like it, and then I get frustrated. and then it's not a fun time for anybody involved. But my provisional cast on is literally on a Scooby, and goodness gracious, it was so easy. It honestly the motions reminded me of like a tubular cast on. It was so great, so easy. Would love it. I am so sorry. I do not remember which tutorial I watched, but I will link it in my show notes. It's a reel that I saw on Instagram. And if it's not the one that I watched, I will link a reel on how to do that. Or something. I will link something on how to do it with a Scooby, because it's life-changing. Definitely gonna have to look up how to do this again whenever I do it next, but it's worth it. Extra steps, worth it. What is the yarn? That is also important. My mohair is just a basic white from Southampton Valley Yarns by Webbs. We love a good white, very neutral, but it really makes this yarn like so bright, and like it just makes it shiny almost. I really love it. So this other yarn is yarn that I actually won in a giveaway from Lavender Fiber Company. And it's a very beautiful, variegated, kind of like almost iridescent type colors. Like it's got gray, it's got a lot of purple, beautiful like a greeny blue, and it's called Grandpa's Sweater or Grandfather's Sweater. So I love this. I love this combination. I've been saving this yarn. I knew that I wanted to do a love note with it, which is very exciting, that I'm now doing it. Yay for birthday cast-ons. We do love to see it. This lace is super fun. Again, very satisfying, but like it's going to be even more satisfying once it's all blocked, which it will be for a while. So, but that is okay. It's going very quickly. Love a good size 10 and a half needle. Makes things go by very fast. The only downside to that, which is such a first world problem, I will say, this is very, I'm not going to say not pretentious, but I'm not saying this in like tooting my own horn type of way. Let me say that. I can knit very quickly, and that's just how I knit. I knit quickly, and everyone knits at their own speed. And I have some friends that tease me about that when they sit next to me, and it's very sweet, and we laugh about it. But if you have big needles, and if they're metal, they make a lot more noise than if they were like size 6s or size 1s for socks. They make so much more noise. So another thing about me, if you are new to the podcast, I knit during church on Sundays. Whether or not I am like, hi, did you wake up? Wow, you look sleepy. That was a power nap for sure. Oh my goodness, you little tum-tum. Hi, come on. Oh my goodness, hello. Hi. What you doing back there? He's like, hi, I'd like to be part of this. Whether I'm sitting in the pews. Hi, yes, hello. I know, sweet boy. You are very chatty. You want me to pick you up? Do you need some more lovin'? Some more lovin'? Or maybe not, I don't know. Do you need some more lovin'? Or my husband does the AV sometimes, and so he does sound, and we sit in the back, and I have my knitting back there too. But either way, I always have my knitting. I knit during church. Having these big needles and this project at church, knitting during church, is not good for me, because I'm at the point now where it's just plain knitting in the round, and it goes by really fast, and I love it. But it's so loud, and I can't, it's distracting, and I can't long story short, it's not a project I can bring with me to church because it's loud, you know, and that is a me problem. Oh my goodness. Aren't you the cutest thing? I love that he loves being held. Like, it's very, when he wants to be held, you love to be held. But now you won't go. Okay, but let's go down this way. Let's not go that way. Let's go down this way. There you go. Sweet boy. I know. I hope you can hear him talking because he is... Oh, hello. You've joined me again. Here, let me scoot forward. How about that? I know. Here, let's see if I can get this down so you can see him. Hello. Hi. You gonna join in? Are you gonna be a podcaster too? Yeah? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about some yarn. I know. I know. Do you have problems with big needles too? In your love note sweater? Do you need a love note sweater? Sweet Rusty. Hi, sweet boy. Oh my goodness. You are just too sweet. You are too cute. You want to tell the world something? Do you have things to share? Oh, I know. That was my love note. It's my birthday cast on. One of them, because I cast on a pair of birthday socks too. And I'm going to show them to you in just a second. Oh my goodness. How are you so freaking cute? Can we even? Oh my goodness, is that an Amazon truck? Are you looking at the Amazon truck? Do you aspire to be an Amazon driver? I know. So socks, everybody. What can we talk about while I am stuck? Socks, everyone. How many times can I say that? Do you want to talk about socks? You got socks. You got some sockies. I currently have an open pair of size 1 US 1 9-inch circular needles, which is my preferred way to knit socks. Where you going, sweet boy? Oh, you just Rusty, you are just so stinking cute. What am I to do with you, you know? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scoot that. What am I to do with you? You are just too cute. I know. I know. I'm sorry. But I'm also not sorry at the same time. You gonna leave now? So you can jump up around here on the other side? Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? Oh, we're gonna flop on the feet. Hello. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Oh my goodness. Wow. We are just so snuggly. So snuggly. So I cast on, I have my birthday socks. Currently empty pair of needles because I finished Sam's, which is great. I am really loving my birthday socks, honestly. I was knitting with some friends earlier today and got... Hi! Yes, hello! I'm still here. Do not worry. I am very aware that you are here. As are all my friends we are talking to right now. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Hi. Hello. Oh my goodness, Rusty. I just have to categorize and I just want to squeeze you. But I can't because you're so small. Hello. Boop. Hello. Oh my goodness. Roosty Tuesdays. I keep losing my train of thought and I do apologize. I feel like I've said the same thing at least 5 times at this point. Hi. Hello. I got to the heel flap of my first birthday sock. And I think I've got like maybe 2 or 4 rows left on the heel flap before I can do the heel turn, which will not take me very long. I have some socks that I would like to knit for a friend. I know. Oh my goodness. Hello. Roosty Toostus. You are so cutest. So those may go on my size 1s. Because her birthday's coming up and I would like to do that for her. Because she's a very, very sweet friend of mine. And I love her dearly. And very knit-worthy. Oh my goodness, you are just such a sweet little boy. Such a sweet little boy. Hi, I know, I'm busy right now. I think so. I know. Rusty, I'll be done soon and then we can play on the couch. How about that? I know. So, oh my goodness, that leads me to, actually no, headbutt my leg. That was a really strong headbutt. Yes, hello. My birthday socks. These are living in my Krista Jekyll bag that I love so much. It brings me so much joy. It is so sweet, so small. Love the bottom. Very sturdy. It's like a waxed fabric. So I'm doing the Crunkle socks. I know. Do you like the Crunkle socks too? Do you like the Crunkle socks? Yes. You little chicken. I'm busy. No, please don't play in there. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have tempted you. I know. You are so freaking cute. Oh, Rusty, how am I supposed to get anything done today? Whoa. I know. The Crunkle Socks by Kay of the Bakery Bears. And here they are. So we've got these, like, it kind of looks like the bubble texture, which I did with my bubble cardigan, but it's actually very easy. It's just like offset ribbing, which is very nice. I love it very, very much. Super fun to knit. Please don't play with the tripod. I know that you're being really cute right now and can probably get away with a lot because you're so freaking cute. I know. Hello. Love these. Oh my goodness. Are we flopping? Are we flopping? For the belly rubs. For the belly rubs. I know. Boop. There's my foot. I'm using a sock set that was kind of like Valentine's Day themed. It was called Rom Com from Murray Wool Company. I love the speckles. Love the hot pink of the mini skein. Please focus. There we go. I know you see this, but it's not yours. And you can see I'm working on the heel flap right there. This is a fun progress keeper that I got from Hand Stitch Life from Jen. Super fun, I thought it was kind of birthday vibes, kind of confetti-y, and very fun. So I'm just plugging away on these. I think they're going to go very quickly. Especially once I get past the gusset, right? Because you know what a gusset is. Oh my goodness, those head scratchies. Loving this. Very easy. Very straightforward. I forgot to say, that Sam's socks that I finished, if you haven't seen last time's episode, they're the morning coffee socks also by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. Hello. Wow, you were kind of like pushing me a little bit here. Hello, sweet sir. What do you want? Where do you want to go? I just want to squish you so. I want to squish you so bad. But I cannot. For you are very small. You're a small little boy. But you're big at the same time. I still cannot squeeze you because I love you so much. You're just too cute. So those are my birthday socks. That is all the work in progresses that I have to show you. I do have some yarn acquisitions. I have some birthday yarn to show. And then another birthday present from my sister and brother-in-law, which is very exciting. And I know, sweet boy. Sweet Bobby. Okay. Yeah, you can flop down there. Oh, don't eat my foot. That's not nice. We can go from being so snuggly to let me chomp on your toe, as one does. So, upcoming socks that I have, dear everybody. I need these. These are not yours to play with, dear sir. So this I saw this update and I was like, oh man, ow, don't do that. I had to get this because I love the colors and I thought it was super cool. Ouch. Okay, let's calm down, shall we? Let's calm down. I got the Lunar Lantern colorway from Bella Filato Studio Fibers. And I've actually followed them for a really, really long time and have not been able to knit with their yarn yet. So I'm super excited to have a skein of their yarn. It is so beautiful. It was their Lunar New Year colorway, which is very fun. They're from Michigan. Like I said, this is the Lunar Lantern colorway. I love the idea of socks out of this. I think this would be just absolutely stunning. I love these. This shade of pink in particular just makes me very happy. It's very springy, mixed with the peach and the blue and the red. I think it's just stunning. And then we've got the brown. I can't wait to see what this looks like when it's wound up. I'm so excited. So that just came in the mail recently. But birthday yarn and birthday gifts. So my sister, she lives in Dallas, and I'm gonna tilt this back up since Rusty's now sleeping on the ground. So now we're back to normal. My sister, she and her husband live in Dallas, and one of her local yarn shops is McKinney Knittery. She's also a sock knitter and a knitter, and had the chance to go and meet Summer Lee of Summer Lee Knits, which we are all fans of, and all of her incredible sock patterns and her wonderful podcast and her Instagram. And so this is just right around the time of Summer Lee's book release, which is very exciting. So my sister bought me a copy and then took it to be signed by Summer at McKinney Knittery, which was very sweet. So it says Grace, happy birthday, which is wonderful. And I am so excited about this book. It is beautiful. It is happy. It is so joyful. It's funny, also realistic in regards to, like, if you don't want to do something, don't do things. In regards to methods of knitting your socks. There are multiple ways to accomplish the same thing, whatever works for you, that kind of thing. And there are so many beautiful socks in here that I'm so excited to make. So my mom has a copy of this book. My sister has a copy of this book, and I think that we will be knitting some socks together sometime soon. So, I mean, like, can we even with these colors, like the color palette of this book, which is pretty much every color you could imagine, is incredible. The one thing that I think is really awesome about this book is that one of the, like, marketing ways, or one of the descriptions of this book was like, it's a good gift for someone who's new to knitting socks, or if you have a knitter friend or something like that. And it has, like, It's the ultimate toolbox. Does it say that anywhere? I don't know if it says that anywhere, but it's the ultimate sock toolbox. It's got everything you can need, different methods, different informations. There's pictures, very clearly written, very, very well explained. How to take care of your socks, how to block them, your basic vanilla sock pattern, how to like knit it, different heels, how to get the right size, what notions are good, all that kind of things. All those kinds of things. All that kind of stuff. All those things. Whatever. So I'm very excited about this book. And I'm excited to knit socks from this book and use information out of this book about like heels and things to use for future socks that may not be in this book. Also because Summer has so many adorable socks that I want to make. Birthday gift from my sister. So wonderful. My parents very kindly gifted me a lot of Knit Pick Stroll. I think I shared that with you last time, for like heels, toes, and cuffs and things like that. But also some self-striping yarn, which is very sweet. So at McKinney Knittery, they carry Night Owl fibers, and she is actually local to Houston. So this is very fun. My sister picked this out for me because she was the one who was there. This is the Let's Dance colorway. I love these blues and this purple. It's showing up more blue on my screen, but it is definitely more on the green side of things, more teal, which I love it. And then a skein of Plucky Primo fingering to go as like a, it may have been a pairing that McKinney Knittery put together. I honestly am not sure. But the two skeins together came together, and my sister picked it out, and my mom got it for me, which is very kind. So I'm not sure which pattern or what socks these are going to be, but I am so excited to knit these whenever this happens. And my sister got some, like a similar set, and my mom got a similar set, and just in different colors. So we are all ready to go for our sock knit along for sure. Next up, and last thing I'm going to talk about in conclusion, or we're not to quite in conclusion yet, but we're getting there. I love, and I think this is just like not a full circle moment, but it's one of those things that I've been a fan of for a really long time, and just getting to remember and just be like, oh man, I've loved this for a really long time, and I don't use it very often, but when I do, it's like, oh man, I remember the days when my mom and I would watch the Mustache podcast, which isn't a thing anymore, but we loved the Mustache podcast. And now Stacy makes incredible yarn and incredible self-striping yarn, and she is so sweet and so kind, lives in Texas, has a great, I've tried her Tuft Woolens scent. I had it last year, maybe the year before. It's like Texas Sunshine or something. Sunshine is involved. It smells amazing. If you can get your hands on it, or you can order it from her, would highly recommend. And I am just so over the moon. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen a reel that I posted about this and opening these, and it's just like, oh my goodness. So I have 3 colorways, obviously. This one was a Valentine's Day one. This is J'adore. Will you focus? There we go. And there's the logo. I don't think I showed that to you. There we go. It's a little more in shadow. So there's that one. I love this one. I love all of them. They're all special in their own way, you know? What are you doing? Are you gonna come back and jump up here? Whoop, you can do it. Good job. Hello. Hi, sweet boy. Hi, sweet baby. I know. I know. He's like, why have you been over here for so long? I just wanted to spend time with you, and I can't because you're, like, sitting on this weird stool. You can go over there. You can go over there if you want. It's fine. It's fine. Boop, boop. I know. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh. Yes. Oh, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Here, can I help? Can I help? I think you're gonna fall. You're gonna slip. You're slipping. I can see this now. You're literally slipping as we're talking. Here, let's scoot you back. Ooh, let's scoot you back. There we go. There we go. I love that he is so needy, but it's also like, I have things I need to do, and how are you so freaking cute? Everyone. You just gonna sit with me? That's fine. That's fine. Will we talk about some yarn? Some socks? Some socks? Okay. Back to what we were talking about. Sorry, Rusty. Hopefully I can get it set up the way that it was. I apologize if it's hard to resituate after I've moved it around. I know. I know. Okay, so we did the red and pink one. I love it so much. It's like pink and orange and red and kind of like a purpley pink, and I am so excited. Next up. I love the pink one. Do not get me wrong. Like, they're all my favorite. They're just, I can't have a favorite. But these two are both themed around things that I love very dearly for different reasons. I know. Thank you. You sweet little boy. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Oh, boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. So, these two skeins. This one is called Eras, after Taylor Swift and her Eras tour. Each color represents a different one of her eras, and it just makes me happy. I've mentioned this before, Taylor Swift is my, like, go-to workout music. Always pumps me up, really gets me going, allows me to lift heavy weights, basically. really, really motivates me. So I am a big Taylor Swift fan. I am not like, I don't know all the trivia, I don't know all the meanings, I don't know that kind of thing, but I just enjoy the music. And so when I saw that Stacey had this colorway and then it was available, I was like, ooh, I need that one. I really would like that one. And then also this skein, which maybe is my favorite just based off of the theme. I don't know. If you're a longtime viewer, Anne of Green Gables, Emily of New Moon, Lucy Maud Montgomery is a very special author to me. She's held a very special place in my heart for a very long time, ever since I read the books for the first time. I don't know how old I was, but been through many phases of my life. Love it so much. And this colorway is called Kindred Spirits, which is a reference to Anne of Green Gables, Anne Shirley, and her best friend Diana. And now I'm blanking on Diana's name, or last name. Diana Barry. Diana Barry. And it's just, these colors are so happy. I love, they're like happy, but they're also kind of a little muted, which I really love. And it just, yes. Also, do not come for me. The new Anne of Green Gables, I am not even not even remotely interested in watching it, it is not Anne of Green Gables. I don't even, like 1998 or one or whatever, whenever it was made with Megan Follows, that is the only Anne of Green Gables. I've said it. I will say it again. It's one of those hills I will die on. I firmly believe that. That is my opinion. And I'm prepared to argue about it. Which is saying a lot. If you know me, I'm not one to be very firm on my opinions unless I feel very strongly about that. My goodness. I am just so funny. Also, I got this little bookmark. My mom threw this into the package. That is a quote from Anne of Green Gables and a little carrot progress keeper, which I'll slide over to the back because this will be a little bit easier to see. But there's the progress keeper. It is hooked onto the bookmark. Please focus. There we go. And then this is the bookmark, which we have Diana here and Anne Shirley there. And it says, kindred spirits are not so scarce as I used to think. It is splendid to find out that there are so many of them in the world. Which is very true. We love a good kindred spirit. Honestly, a very special quote to me, so I love having the bookmark. Don't you too, Rusty? You look sleepy. Eepy. Very eepy, ready for a sleepy. Oh my goodness. So I've got a lot of sock knitting ahead of me, and I'm very excited. I need to pick out yarn for my friend that I'm making socks for, and I'm not quite sure what exactly I'm going to do. But I have a lot of options that I have tucked away. I have sock yarn up there. I've got self-striping up there. Over here. But I'm excited. Also because I just really want to knit her something because she's a very, very sweet friend of mine. Anyway, that is all that I have. I do apologize for the many distractions and the, like, just general, I said distraction already. We didn't really stay on task very well this episode, and I do apologize, but also you got a lot of cat action, so I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that he was so friendly and wanted to be so much a part of it. And now he's sleeping next to me like a sweet little distinguished gentleman. I love that sound that's used in reels. I know it was really popular last year sometime, and I haven't heard it in a while, but it's like, look at this distinguished gentleman. And that's what I think of when I say, look at this distinguished gentleman, Mr. Rusty. Dusty Rusty. Oh, chin scritches. Oh, we love that. We love that. Boop. Boop, boop. Oh, man, we love this so much. So much. Anyway. And now I'm petting him and he's off camera, so you can't actually see him, so I apologize. That was probably not very interesting. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, as a little hectic as it was. A lot of good knitting to show off and discuss, and good yarn, and good future projects, and future socks. This is truly... Oh, I thought that was a wasp. I was going to say that. That's not a fun time. Don't like wasps. That's not what I was talking about. This is truly the year of socks for me. I am so excited. I am living my best life. I think I've really honed in right now on like socks that work for me. Good socks. So yes, I'm very excited about the future socks that are coming. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful week. You've had a wonderful couple weeks. You continue to have wonderful weeks. Upcoming time, whatever that may be. If you have crafty plans, I hope that it is so successful. Is it your year of the sock as well? Are you in your sock era? Or any type of era, as all the girly cues are saying? All the people are saying online? I started saying that ironically, and now I'm actually saying it, and I don't care. I'm truly in my sock era, and I'm loving it. What other projects I love? I'm so excited about the ghosts in the Apple Valley in the orchard. Loving that. Continue to make progress on my Rain or Shine shawl by Steam West. Pretty much everything I showed you. I don't have any test knits right now, everybody. It honestly feels kind of weird. We were laughing about it this morning when I was knitting with my friends, of just like, what am I doing? Do I have any? I feel like I should be working on something that has a deadline. And even now that I finished Sam's socks, because that was kind of like a mini deadline, I don't have any deadline knitting. Well, that's not true. I do have my friend's birthday coming up, and I do have that, but that's self-imposed. So I have no commitments. What is going on? I can knit whatever I want, so I can knit all the socks that I want, because I'm in my sock era, right? It's all connected. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to move along. I have laundry I need to shift over and continue on. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoy the cat. Dear Rusty. We do love Dear Rusty. Yes. Social media, show notes, and tech editing information. I do have that, all the places. If I forget something, or if you have a question about something, or if you would just love to say hello, which I would love. If you want to send me a message on Instagram, that would be great. Yes. I'm glad I remembered that. I almost forgot. Anyway. I think that's all that I have to say. Anything else that I have to say is just going to be rambling and me saying the same thing over and over again in different ways. So I'm going to go. I also need a little snack. My stomach is growling, so I think we need some afternoon tea. What do you think? And a cookie. I think so. It'll help me with the laundry for sure. Anyway, you are wonderful. You are enough. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all next time with who knows how many socks. Who knows? Anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye!